Dr. Napolitano, tell us about night vision problems. It looks like as we get older, we have a little harder time to adjust to night. In fact, my wife mentions to me that I don't seem to be driving as swift through the city in the evening anymore than when she met me 25 years ago. What can be done? What causes it? You mentioned it a little bit in another video where you talked about astigmatism. And is that the only thing, or is there other influences which have to do with night vision? And most importantly, what can we do?
Well, there are many things that could affect night vision. The reason why people will notice more that their vision is not as crisp at night is because at night the pupil becomes bigger, so it dilates a little bit more. So more light goes into the eye, and we are less able to compensate for whatever problem is there. Now, astigmatism is just one of them. I said astigmatism because usually that's the number one complaint of people that have astigmatism, but also in any other case, whether you're nearsighted and it's not corrected, you're farsighted and it's not corrected, that can also affect your night vision, and you're going to notice it more at night. Also, you have to keep in mind that a lot of people, they would have very small refractive errors, whether it's nearsighted or farsighted or astigmatism, and they have it their entire life, but they're able to just compensate for that, and their eyes is just in some way able to make up for whatever distortion. As we age, not just the eye, but just like every other organ in our body, it becomes harder and harder to compensate for those problems, for those distortions here and there. So that's why maybe, you're not going to come in complaining of vision problem until you're 50 or 60, but that doesn't mean that it's something new, that you never had it before. You most likely already had it, it was there, but it just never bothered you because your eyes were able to keep up with your lifestyle and just make things clearer for you, but now it becomes much harder for the eyes to do that. And therefore, you might need glasses to see better. Another thing that could affect night vision is cataracts. Because of, we talked before in the other video, we talked about cataracts. Cataracts, when it causes the yellowing of the lens in the back of the eye, the other thing that does, it causes a lot of glare. And the patient will notice it more at night, especially when driving with the incoming traffic. They notice that glare, and what the glare would do is would bring the vision down. So that could also be something else that it's causing the vision problem at night.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if you have a little film over, then that will definitely be, because it's rather annoying, dangerous, and makes life less fun. Now that's why you start seeing lots of elder people. They go, I gotta go home. I don't want to drive when it's dark, and it's very life encompassing. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a lot of my patients, I ask them, do you drive at night? Do you have any problem driving at night? And many of them would tell me, I don't do a lot of night driving. I don't feel comfortable, okay? Well, if it's an easy problem to fix, like just getting eyeglasses, I don't think that you should let your vision alter your lifestyle. If you like to drive at night, then you should be able to drive at night. And, and a lot of these things are very, as I said, they're very easy to fix, either contact lenses or eyeglasses, and boom, your vision is perfect again, and you don't have to give up night driving.
Right. I think you touched on something very important here in many areas of life, not just with eyesight. We sometimes give up a particular lifestyle which we wouldn't mind, which we'd like, which at one point maybe we did, and sometimes never did, because we always had a certain bodily handicap, but we never bothered fixing it, when yet sometimes it could be fixed. Or maybe it wasn't able to be fixed in our parents' age, and so we still, okay, that's what it is, not realizing that now it can be fixed, and we actually could do whatever it is we want to do by fixing whatever it is, like, the eye vision, yeah?
Correct. And also another thing, when we talk about eyeglasses, we have a lot of extra, so to say, that go with the eyeglasses. One of them is the anti-reflective coating on lenses, which definitely reduce the glare at night and make driving or whatever other errands that you have to do much more comfortable to the eyes, because it does reduce the glare. It helps tremendously.
Got it. Let me ask you, you mentioned those coatings. Are those coatings needed and or able to be put on contact lenses also, or is that because it's a contact lens, that stuff isn't needed anymore at all on it? It by itself does the job.
Well, because the contact lens sits on the eye, we get away with a lot more than we do with eyeglasses. So with contact lenses, no, we don't need the anti-reflective coating. There is no way for us to add it on the contact lens. But with eyeglasses, it's a little bit different. The eyeglasses, not only you have, let's consider driving at night. If you drive at night and you wear glasses, now you're going to have the glare from the incoming traffic. You have the glare from your windshield. Now, if you have regular lenses, you're going to have glare from your own lenses. So that could actually make it a little bit worse than if you did not have glasses there. Adding the anti-glare not only reduces glare from your glasses, but also reduces glare from the image coming from the outside, from the incoming traffic, from the windshield. Me, for example, I'm wearing contact lenses right now. I also wear glasses. I can tell you 100% that if I were to drive at night, especially if I'm not familiar with where I'm going, I'd rather have my glasses on because of the anti-reflective coating that I have on my glasses. It makes it a lot more comfortable, a lot easier on the eye, and I'm not as worried when I drive.
That makes lots of sense. Well, wonderful information. We actually start understanding how our eye works, and the fact is, it looks like almost everything you really can do something about it. There's a few things, glaucoma and macular degeneration, where you can't really cure it, but can slow it down, which, boy, in itself is a great thing. But rather than that, you can more or less fix everything back the way it's supposed to be with glasses, contact lenses, and or even surgery. Right?
Correct. Early detection is the key. Whenever we're talking about an eye condition, early detection is the key to try to save your sight.
So technology hasn't only helped making our computers faster and do things which we as kids didn't even know can be done. It's that whole technology advance has gone into the medical field, and in the eye field looks like very nicely also.
Correct.
Beautiful.